the Earth's mightiest heroes, the Guardians of the Globe. Who are y'all supposed to be guarding? The goal is wide open. Villains see y'all, it's an and one mixtape, barbecue chicken every single time. Am I supposed to see Immortal and feel safe? Look at him!
This is trash.
The good people requested a video on Immortal, and I said, I'll do y'all one better. I'll give you all the Guardians. Why? Because I care about y'all, man. This one's from my baby girls. I see your comments, ladies, and they make me smile. I'm lurking and I'm stalking when you leave. As for the Guardians, if I'm being honest, they aren't giving me much to look at here. A lot of them just got murked by Omni-Man in episode 1, and that was it. That fight with Omni-Man was tragic, but I will say they went out worse in the comics. They didn't even get their little, oh, we beat Omni-Man within an inch of his life, and yeah, we gave him a concussion. No, they got one page, and that was it. In the comic, Omni-Man didn't even go to the hospital after. He went straight back home and started beating Debbie's Doonies down. Now let's take a closer look at the Guardians, starting with... we got Diet Batman. Look, I'm a bigger Batman fan than anybody. He's literally me. But how can you seriously say that a Batman vs Superman fight goes any differently than this? Darkwing looks like Chris Rock in a Batman costume from Temu. What are you supposed to be exactly? What is a Darkwing? Hoverboard Man was just subway surfing around against the Mauler twins, and he had to get saved by Omni-Man. Omni-Man saved your life with ease, and then he took your life with ease in the same episode. Omni-Man owns you. Say da-da, buddy. Darkwing might not have had wings, but in his final moments, he took flight, and he became the Darkwing he was always meant to be. Why would you, as a person with no ability to fly, try and attack someone who can fly from the air? Omni-Man doesn't even need to pivot to change directions mid-air. You can't do that. That made me realize that Omni-Man would low-key be an insane defender in any sport. But you thought, let me just jump at him. Yeah, your name is Darkwing, but you can't fly, buddy. And what goes up must come down. Darkwing 2 was originally Darkwing's sidekick, Nightboy. Wait, I'm sorry, Nightboy? Someone has definitely called me that in middle school at the lunch table as an insult. I'm putting Nightboy right next to Moon Cricket. These are the same genre of phrase. This isn't subtle at all. So you're telling me Darkwing 2, aka Nightboy, lives in Midnight City and takes you to the Shadow Realm?
I beg your pardon. I beg your...
Yeah, he murdered a bunch of people, but he also has a cool domain expansion, and he sacrificed himself to get Lensless Invincible. So you know what? W Redemption and W Hero. The CEO of Company Incorporated arrives to battle. Warwoman really be crunching niggas with this ball. Every time she hits somebody, we get a nice, juicy sound effect. That's that good stuff! As the CEO of Company Incorporated, she didn't care about the shareholders and said she wanted her product to be rolled out for free in order to help people in need. So you're telling me you don't care about the shareholders? In this economy? Yo, dump all her stock right now, bro. Dump it all. Hey, you know me and my people get money now. She acting funny now. She don't care about us? Us, the stockholders? Man, I don't care about them niggas with diseases and shit. I'm sick too. I got AIDS. All I desire is stock. Her conversation is cut short when she gets a notification on her Fitbit telling her that the ops are sliding. Her helmet really reminds me of... you know, she did piece Omni-Man a little bit and give him a concussion, which I can respect. And she's really sticking it to Big Pharma. W Hero. Hey, look, there's a torta behind you. Where? I don't see it. Behind you! Look! European guy with super speed. This guy was really Russian, am I right? I actually remembered Red Rush's name, and I have terrible memory, so that means he really left a print on me. Unfortunately, he went out sad like everyone else on his team. See, in my head, I had thought that he was hanging with Omni-Man like a little bit at first. Then I rewatched the fight and realized, no. That did not happen at all. He got his melon popped so fast that his team of the strongest superheroes on Earth couldn't even react to it. And they were already in fight mode at that point. And they're in the same room. How long do you think it would take for Immortal and them to reach the other side of this room where Omni-Man is crushing his skull? Oh, they are superhuman. It would not take long at all. See, we're watching this happen in slow motion, but in real time, Red Rush probably got packed in like 1 second. One, and it was done. Immortal probably blinked and his homeboy was a juice box. If your mans gets murked in 2 seconds, he did not put up a fight. He went out absolutely terrible. And I liked Red Rush too. He saved hella people against the Mauler twins. But when Red Rush got his head red crushed and turned into red gush, and they had to red scrub him with a red brush. Alright, my bad. I'm gonna red shush. Stop. Wait a minute. Get a good look at this ugly ass Pokemon. Oh, Omni-Man is attacking everybody. Let me spray him with water. What are you doing? Look how serious he looks. You're not getting anything done. You gotta be the diversity hire on this team. This dumbass tilapia thinking he's putting in work. You know what he was doing before they called him into work today? Literally nothing. He was just sitting in a chair in a dark room waiting for his name to be called. Is there nothing to do in Atlantis? Is there no entertainment? No sexy fish huzz? You can't mess with a BFW? I will say this though. I feel like if Atlantis was real, fish people would look more like Professor Tilapia than Jason Momoa. Having a human body and living underwater, that's gotta be mid as hell. Thousands of years of living in the ocean, I think you'd evolve to have fins and gills, not red hair and wear tight green clothes and be Amber Heard. Didn't she on a bed? Oh my god, Omni-Man just hit Green Ghost with the 5-knuckle shuffle. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spray water at him and make stupid fish noises because I'm a stupid fish! Just listen to the sound he makes. Yo, get the fuck. Yo, Omni-Man just trick-shotted this guy. This is some MLG shit right here. Look at this. Warwoman's mace was spinning in the air. He snagged it out the sky like Odell Beckham and murked this fish in one clean motion. He's gotta get bonus points for that. You know what? I actually feel kind of bad. I said mean things about you, Fishman, and now you're gone. And I feel guilty. Maybe you are a fish, and maybe you do make stupid noises, but what you do isn't simple. You're a hero. You're so sophisticated. When evil was at our door and things got fishy, you were there to protect us, always thinking of others, because you're not shellfish. I mean, salmon had to do it. And yeah, Omni-Man hit you in the head, and he krilled you, but you'll live on forever, because to me, you are absolutely fantastic. Green Ghost in the big summer of 2025. Whatever, man. Here, she's a fashion designer photographer person, and when she gets called into Guardians HQ for the final time, she pops a, I'm not even gonna call that a perk, that looks like a marble. And her suit, what is this? Shorty is a walking green screen. How lazy can you get? You can't put a letter, a design, something? Anything? No, she just want to walk around and like, what do you even call this thing she's wearing? This full body, non-breathable, no holes. Is this like a freaky thing? How is the fashion designer walking around in the worst fit? I gotta admit, even the fish man threw a little something on, and I hate him. Do better. She pulled up to Guardians HQ, and Omni-Man saw she has something in her teeth. Her powers? She can go through things, except for Omni-Man's fist, which went through her. These jokes really write themselves, man. She didn't contribute at all in the fight with Omni-Man, even a little bit. Even Fish Boy sprayed Omni-Man with water, and Darkwing, I guess, showed us his impressive vertical jump one last time, which is slightly more than nothing. I mean, they both did nothing too, but Green Ghost, all she really did was catch her homeboy's corpse, say, oh no, and then Omni-Man punched straight through her head. Shorty ass is terrible. If you don't at least phase through his first punch and get hit with the second one or something, bro, you're sorry. The Immortal, or as I like to call him, the Convertible, because he's always dropping the top off. The baby convertible memes might be before your time if you are a young one. If I had $1 for every time this guy got beheaded, I'd have about
$8. $8.
His decapitated head is a back bling in Fortnite. That means his biggest op can walk around with his head on his back and do the gritty. Mr. President, Omni-Man is busting it down sexual style. So apparently, he was a caveman, then he was a knight. Immortal was also Abraham Lincoln. He freed the slaves. Okay, I see you. My question is, why'd you wait so long, man? Nah, this dude can fly. Abraham Lincoln, my ass. Slavery had gone on for hundreds of years at this point. Transatlantic slave trade, and you was what? You was just chilling? What was you doing? Oh, now you want to speak up. Immortal Abe Lincoln. Man, Immortal just be at work trying to pretend he's busy, bro. Straight scamming Cecil out that paycheck. Where's Omni-Man? He's here. And now you're dead. He was crashing out, about to lose his mind, go insane. Then Duplicate pulled up and put that little thing on him. And he was right as rain. You telling me all he needed was some fine shit and now he's Mr. Mellow? That's crazy. She's got the cure for insanity in that box? Cause we see what happens when Immortal loses her. But this couple has the most diabolical age difference I've ever seen. She wasn't old enough to see Michael Jackson. He was old enough to see Michelangelo. What are y'all gonna talk about? A lot of people online don't like Immortal. They call him things like mid-mortal, fraud, hypocrite. Why does he get to crack Kate? It's not fair. I feel like we're asking Immortal to do a little too much. He signed up to fight humans, not Viltrumites. That's a whole new can of worms. Like when they let black people first join the NBA. Man, these mailmen and plumbers were not ready for Wilt Chamberlain. He scored 100 points. 100 points! But I see why people hate Immortal though. He's always walking around, acting tough, getting in people's faces. Gang, just stop. That's not your body, bro. Enough! After all that talking he did, when Mark choked out Cecil right in front of him, all of a sudden it's real quiet. The memes that came from this were hilarious. You should check them out. But after a very long career of losing practically every fight he's ever fought and constantly acting out whenever Kate isn't putting it on him, he said enough. I'm gonna take my little girlfriend and we gonna retire GG's. And you know what? If I was him and I got a shorty that can clone herself, man, I'm out of there too. Why am I fighting these random dudes getting brain damage? Bro, I'm done. Peep Donald's reaction to Immortal saying he gave this world enough.
Glad to have you back, Immortal. No, I'm done. I've given this world enough.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, she is an ABG and her superpower is that she can become 2 ABGs? Yo, that's fire, man! Yo, that's big, man! And her name is Duplicate? Yo, somebody was in there dumpy thinking this. That's great! I'm pretty sure her and Immortal are going band for band to see who can be the most hated in the show. But one thing about Kate, she will get torn to shreds in every fight. If a villain as much as sneezes in her direction, she is in pieces. Shorty is made of tissue paper. And another thing, when Rex cheated on Eve with Kate, everyone was like, yo, Rex, you weird, we hate you. And rightfully so. But nobody was mad at Kate at all. I'm looking at you too. Eve is your homegirl and you sliming her out for no reason. Out here duplicating on Rex. You're a freak. And then she went a few episodes later and duplicated on Immortal too. She loved getting busy at that shower at work. Take your freaky ass home. Kate makes a serious case for the most useless character of the year. I can't think of a single time where the good guys were pushed to the edge and Kate came through and just started hooping. Her brother uses his powers way better, even though he's also made out of tissue paper. Must be a family trait. Duplicate, credit rate, meditate, wolves and fire. Here, we have a robot named Robot. I'm gonna be honest, at first, he was hella cool. Now, after this last season, I am not messing with bro. So Rex dies, right? Tell me why at this man's funeral, he's thinking, how can I make this about me? He gonna say, yo, in order to honor Rex's legacy, don't call me Rudy. Call me Rex now. Yo, nobody asked you to do this, dog. And you're not fooling us. We already know you wanted to be him. Nigga, you cloned him. We not buying that honoring his legacy gimmick. Hell nah. And you're doing this at his funeral while you look like him when he was a kid. Man, get the f out of here. He really cloned his coworker because Monster Girl thought Rex was hot. What kind of shit is that to do? That is actually so strange. So you're telling me he had a crush, and in order to crush his crush, he made himself a clone of his crush's crush? Man, out of here, bro, with a crutch. His master plan is to be a 12-year-old boy so he can date Monster Girl and not get looked at weird in public. Alright, bro, you want to be a little kid, right? Even though you a grown-ass man, right? You want to be a little kid? Alright, you can't stay up past 9, little nigga. And give me that phone, too.
My mission parameters require that I...
What did I say about talking back to me, huh? What did I say about talking back to me, boy? The Black Lightning Guy. No, not that one. Or that one. Not that one either. Nope, not that one. Not him either. How many of these guys are... No, not that one. Not him. Is that me? There we go. Black Samson. Black Samson is such a Chad. Look at the way he wins the fight and then goes over to the loser to help them up. Very mindful, very demure. He's an excellent leader, a fearless warrior, a respected veteran, an inspiration to us all, a hero, and he's bald. He's very, very bald, and he's voiced by Cyborg.
You're right.
We're not the best superhero team on the planet.
That's great. You know how hard it is to clean in between my sensitive...
I don't know why I decided to glaze this guy. Maybe it's because he's my evil twin. He really hasn't done anything. He's kind of trash, actually. But Black Samson. Oh, Black Samson.
He was special.
Monster Girl's situation is so bizarre. It feels to me like she got hit with one of those would you rather questions that people used to ask, the really weird ones. Would you rather be able to turn into a monster, but after every time you get younger, or get a job? Monster Girl is a 24-year-old woman that looks 12 years old. Personally, I had the opposite problem. When I was 12, I looked 24. She was cursed by her lover's grandma because Granny ain't approve of their relationship. Firstly, hating ass grandma need to chill. Like, what are you doing? But more importantly, for Gran to put a curse on her just for dating her grandson, man, Monster Girl was probably known in that town. Pre-curse, her little ass probably going. Neighborhood eater and a does eater. I love freaky ass. First time we seen her, she was meat watching Rex.
Isn't there a size requirement?
I really don't have much to say about Monster Girl. She's kind of just there. She's not weak enough for me to really make fun of her, but she's not strong enough for me to care. But you know what? I'm the pro hater and I have a job to do. So I'll say a few words. Monster Girl is green and stupid. Like Shrek. What the hell is he talking about? Hey, Monster Girl. I think you're stupid. Huh? What? This guy sucks. Try? Monster Girl's voice actress voiced Azula. I had a crush on Azula when I was younger. It's not even a joke. Nice. Hey, Greg Griffin was good. Martian Man. His biggest achievement was holding down Omni-Man for a little bit while Immortal and Warwoman got some licks in. That and stretching himself to his limits with this homeless little girl.
I never expanded myself to that extent. That was intense.
This little girl then proceeds to join the Order. How did she go from being homeless in the slums to being a high-ranking member of the Chinese Mafia? Hey, W, come up though, sister. I'm be honest, I don't really care for Martian Man at all. He's got a big-ass head and he's chopped. My goat Shapesmith is so clear. Shapesmith is low-key the GOAT. He's easily a top 5 invincible character. No, I'm not joking. This guy is legit hilarious. Everything he does, everything he says. Y'all remember when he ran on the treadmill backwards? Or probably the funniest moment in Invincible is when he's telling the story of how he came to Earth. The best part of it all is that he thinks he's so slick. Like, he's convinced he's blended into human society completely. Nobody suspects him. Ah, Shapesmith, my glorious king. They can never make me hate you. And he low-key slid on power play. Don't play with him. Real GOAT talk. Oh, what's up, Bulletproof? How you been, broski? You still, do that one thing that you do when over by the... Yeah. And that's, it's been going good? Nice. I'm gonna be honest, Bulletproof is good cardio. I wonder if they'll adapt his storyline from the comics, because it was pretty wild. We might come back and revisit this then, but for now, amazing cardio. Yo, what's up, Ray? How you been? You still do the one thing by the... Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna be honest, before Rex rizzed her up, man, I barely even noticed she was there. She cool though, she cool. I'm not even hating. I just don't really remember her speaking, ever. I stood up and applauded when she blew that one dude's head up from the inside. That was peak. Hey, but nah, Ray, you stay safe out here, man. No! R.I.P. GOAT, man. Rest in power, man. This man grew so much from when we first met him. You the real Rex, not that freak that cloned you and stole your name. And people sleep on how clean Rex's record is, by the way. This man has never lost and is amazing in the clutch. Man, he clutched that Lizard League dub with a bullet in his head, man, with no help. Man, I'm gonna give him his respect. And he killed an invincible variant. Tell me that's not amazing hoops. He's one of, like, very few people to do that. Rex, you tough. You're him, bro. You are a real nigga, bro. You are also the most racially ambiguous character I've ever seen. Where are you from? Where would I find people that look like you? Can we just have a brief moment of silence in honor of my boy Rexplode? Thank you all for watching. I appreciate all the support, And I have plans going into the summer. More shows, more movies, more theories, more Dulio, more hating. So make sure to smash that like button and grab the subscribe button, right? You remember Battle Beast versus the Guardians? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to do that. I'm gonna go watch some It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Peace.